If you're here, maybe you're feeling a certain kind of stuck. It's not a dramatic movie scene kind of stuck. It's quieter. It's the feeling of looking at a simple task like answering an email, or making a phone call, or even just loading the dishwasher. Feeling like you're staring at an impossibly high mountain. There's a heaviness to it. A silent exhaustion that makes the smallest things feel monumental. And maybe a little voice inside is asking, what is wrong with me? Why is this so hard? Everyone else seems to be managing. You see the world moving at its usual speed. People ticking off their to-do lists. And you feel left behind. Frozen. As if the engine inside you has quietly run out of fuel, but you're still expected to drive. That feeling isn't a personal failure. It's not a character flaw. It's a signal. It's your nervous system, your mind, and your body communicating with you in the only way they know how. What you're experiencing is a very logical, very human response to being overdrawn. Think of it like a bank account. For weeks, months, maybe even years, you've been making withdrawals, giving your energy to your job, your family, your responsibilities, the constant stream of information, the pressure to keep up, to optimize, to be better. Every demand, big or small, is a withdrawal. And you've been making them without enough deposits. The deposits are rest, silence, play, doing nothing, feeling safe. When your account is overdrawn, the bank doesn't just let you keep spending. It freezes things. It puts a hold on transactions. That's what's happening inside you. The feeling of being unable to do a small task is not laziness. It's a protective mechanism. Your system is putting on the brakes because it knows that even one more small withdrawal could be too much. That procrastination, that avoidance, that feeling of paralysis, it's not you failing. It's your body trying to protect you. It is a sign of a system that has been running in overdrive for far too long and is now desperately trying to conserve what little energy is left. When you're in this state, your brain's threat detection center is working overtime. Everything can feel like a potential danger, even a simple task. An unanswered email isn't just an email. It's a potential conflict, a disappointment, a demand you don't have the resources to meet. So your brain flags it as a threat and encourages you to avoid it. It's doing its job. It's trying to keep you safe from what it perceives as more stress, more depletion. And so you find yourself in this quiet, internal deadlock. A part of you wants to push through, to just get it done. This is the part that has been conditioned by our culture of productivity. The part that equates your worth with your output. It's the voice of hustle, the voice that says rest is a luxury you haven't earned. But another, deeper part of you is pulling back, demanding stillness. This is the part that knows the truth of your exhaustion. And when these two parts are at war, the result is paralysis. You spend more energy in that internal conflict than you would actually doing the task. The guilt and shame just pile on top, making the weight even heavier. So, let's try something right now. Just for a moment, let's put down the guilt. Let's set aside the shame about what you should be doing. Let that voice of self-criticism soften. Just breathe. You don't have to fix anything in this moment. You don't have to solve the problem of the to-do list. What if, for today, the only goal was to not add any more pressure? What if the most productive thing you could do is to offer yourself a little bit of understanding? To look at that feeling of being frozen and say, I see you. You are here for a reason. You are a sign that I need a break. You are a message of protection, not a mark of failure. This isn't about giving up. It's about listening. True, sustainable energy doesn't come from forcing a depleted system to run harder. It comes from allowing it to recharge. Clarity doesn't come from wrestling with a foggy mind. It comes when the fog is given the space to lift on its own. Motivation isn't a switch you can just flip on. It's a resource that replenishes when you feel safe, rested, and respected, especially by yourself. When you stop fighting your own body's need for rest, you stop wasting precious energy on the internal battle. And that, right there, is where the first bit of energy is reclaimed. The small tasks will not always feel impossible. The day will come when you look at that email or that dishwasher, and the heaviness isn't there. It won't happen because you bullied yourself into action. It will happen because you gave yourself permission to stop. You allowed the account to be replenished. You treated your exhaustion not as an inconvenience, but as important information. Your ability to function is not gone. It's just offline, recharging. Trust that process. Your system knows how to heal. It knows how to find its way back to balance. The path forward isn't about pushing harder. It's about being gentler. It's about recognizing that in a world that constantly demands more, the most intelligent and courageous act is to give yourself permission to do less. You have permission to be exactly where you are right now. You have permission to move at your own pace. The pressure you feel is not a fundamental truth. It is a weight that you are allowed to set down. And when you do, you might find that you can breathe a little deeper. You might notice that the world doesn't fall apart, and you might just create the space for your own energy to quietly return, all in its own time.